Here are the majority of ways that you should be leveraging AI agents, ChatGPT 5, and content creation systems to power your next $1 million in business. This is something that I've been studying heavily over the past few months. And in today's video, I'm going to break it all down and show you how it's already working. If you've been a little confused and wondering exactly what the word agent means when it comes to artificial intelligence and you're excited about the term, go ahead and comment agents in the comments and let's get to it. Now, to pull back the curtain just a little bit on AI agent versus workflow and just normally chatting with AI, what does this even mean? So an agent is that go-getter level. Like, think of it as we're at the go-getter level now of artificial intelligence. So historically, within the past 5 years, or I forget when ChatGPT was born, but basically we were able to chat back and forth with ChatGPT. And we still are. With the onset now of ChatGPT 5, it could do so many crazy things. It has so many hundreds more use cases for businesses. But basically, there's the level of just chatting with AI, okay, where you say like, hey, can you make me a business plan for the next 2 years? Pretty generic, really easy. And unfortunately, in today's age, not that impressive. And then there's kind of like this level 2 where it's like a workflow, where it's more like an AI automation where you tell the AI what to do. So think of it connecting different workflows for you, like, hey, somebody opts into a funnel. Okay, great, get their information. And that triggers a different process to occur. And then once that process is done, it's either going to go to option A this way or option B. And all that is automated in the background. And that's really amazing. But then there's this new level called agent, where this is literally like, hey, I'm like the closest thing to a person now. Let me really work for you. And I think of it as like going out there and literally doing things. So the number one way I can explain this is by giving examples. So AI agent, which is, by the way, possible right now on ChatGPT 5's agent mode. But AI agent can do things for you. Like, it can go do outbound calls for you, call different leads, call different prospects, research in your entire CRM database about your leads' financial forecast based on where they live, based on the different data that you have, based on their buying history. It can analyze different financial reports, PDFs, local businesses in your area, and create different tables of information for you in minutes. It can connect to things like Canva and other tools. And just with the right prompt, it can create brand new presentations for you in your brand voice and your style. And it could even go into your email, create new emails to specific people, put them in draft form in your exact voice. And it could even manage your calendar and go into the future and in the past and recap meeting notes for you right there, so that you don't have to go through months of data and you don't even know where to start. And so what I've understood for AI agents, for at least my business, to power our next $1 million is to leverage the power of a sales agent. So that sales agent is responsible for not only now talking to people, like there are real teams, real businesses out there replacing their sales teams with AI agents, which I don't know about that. I think that forever and ever through the end of time, humans are going to be better than AI at high ticket selling, period. However, an agent can do 90 to 95% of the heavy lifting, including doing appointment setting for you, qualifying a prospect, not getting emotional on appointment setting calls, and handing them off to you and booking them in your calendar. The other thing it can do is if you go to ChatGPT 5, for example, and I know because this is exactly what I did. I went and what I did was I had to make sure that my ChatGPT 5 was connected to my Google email, my Google calendars, and my Google Workspace. And I told it, I said, hey chat, could you do me a favor? Could you go back in time from the previous 2 years and check all of my inboxes and read through all the emails and give me a list of the top 30 people that were this close to purchasing our high ticket offer, and there's email back and forth, and give me a list of them with their name, email, and phone numbers, and summaries of dates and times when I had a conversation with this prospect and what the final outcome was. Make sure you put the table in a ranking of hottest lead and almost closed prospect at the top to not so hot at the bottom, but please gather all the information. Boom. And then what ChatGPT does is it goes into agent mode, where it literally pulls up a new computer screen and starts working and doing this. And it completes this task probably within 30 minutes to an hour, okay? And the reason it takes that long and it's not, instant snap of a finger is because it truly is thinking. It's sorting through tons of data, right? But it can do things like that. And that's crazy to me. Another thing I did recently was I was like, hey, can you please go back in my public inbox? Because my public email is info@marissamorrow.com. That's to the public. I'm like, look up all the brand deal opportunities of which companies have pitched me and I never responded. Please go in and look for companies that you realistically think I would be interested in. Pull up their emails, what date they emailed me, and start replying to them and drafting an email back to their brand deal manager. And within about 10 minutes, I had a list of 10 emails and brand deals that I could review and say, oh, okay, I do want to reply back to this company and start negotiating a deal. And not to mention on the personal task side, like everybody needs an executive assistant, right? Or somebody that keeps track of everything, like makes phone calls for you, schedules flights, travel, just does personal things for you that you like after work. I know that my work, I work all day, seems like not 24/7 because I have to sleep, but every minute that I'm awake, I have children, I have a business, I have personal life, I have doctor's appointments. Like, so I don't ever stop working, ever. If I'm not working on my business, I'm working for my kids. But the great thing about AI agents now is it can do these things as well. It can go out and organize your schedule, research flights for you, reschedule, look up things now and give you the information within seconds as opposed to like it taking you a couple of hours. For example, my family and I were going on a business trip next week and I want to know that if my insurance, Anthem, I don't think it covers out of state at all, or it doesn't cover out of state like doctor appointments and stuff, but I want to know like, hey, what's the difference, chat, between me getting a third party health insurance versus keeping my Anthem medical insurance? What risks am I taking? Is it even worth getting a third party insurance for this trip? Does my insurance now cover out of state coverage for urgent care and emergency room? And it's going to go out and do all this information for me. And it's going to not only cite its sources, right, but give me the links to where they got the information, phone numbers in case I want to follow up and call one of these insurance companies. Now, I also want to weave into this video like, hey, AI and AI agents, it doesn't take the place of humans and old school traditional things that are never going to go away. For example, content creation. In my opinion, humans, if you're a business owner, you will always need to create organic content, period. Okay. Yes, you can argue like, oh, paid ads versus content, but the thing that you /me and you need, is content, right? People can still see through AI generated content. Human generated content is always going to outperform AI. Period. And so, by the way, plug for my editing service. If you've been looking for video editing and somebody to edit your content and make content not only for your YouTube channels and long form videos, but also Reels, Instagrams, etc., check out our unlimited video editing service. I'll leave the link right here or one of the first links in the description so you can check out one of our unlimited editing plans. And the next thing AI doesn't ever replace is our vision, right? Our vision that we have for our companies, our judgment, our leadership, the ability to go and be in the room with people at live events when you're networking with people. Like AI can't do that, right? AI doesn't have that emotional and human connection. And so this is why it's so important to keep those things about you so fresh and energetic, and have AI leverage and do all the rest of the stuff while you focus on the creative juices and the vision, which AI could never ever replace. Basically, AI erases busy work so that you can lead, and it'll help stop your calendar from drowning you in the day-to-day business. Now, tool-wise, of course, I talked a lot about ChatGPT 5 today, but also my number one software and tool of choice is Go High Level. I've started to create a handful of videos that are already public on this channel about Go High Level, and I plan to publish probably 50, 100 more in the near future because it's my CRM and software tool of choice, and it's, a company that's going to be around like a ClickFunnels for years to come. And what they have incorporated is basically a lot of these AI workflow and some agent capabilities within their AI employee suites. Okay, so basically what that means is there's a voice AI agent, there's a conversation AI agent, there's a review AI agent or something like that that'll help business. I think that's the official name, review AI, I think, where it'll help your local business automatically request testimonials and 5-star ratings from your customers that have got your service. So it has a whole entire suite of different AI capabilities and agent opportunities. And so this is something my team and I are actively working on to make sure that we have this AI automation as up to date as possible in our CRM to free up my time. Okay, to free up my time so I can create more content for you on this YouTube channel. All right. So if this video was helpful, definitely subscribe. And if you like this video, why don't you continue learning about the same exact topic and even more ways AI and ChatGPT 5 can make you so much more money this year and beyond. It's a full tutorial, so check it out. It's coming up right here. All right, thanks.